Yeah. Yeah, kind of stuff to have something sitting in your garage that you can't play with. All I do, I'll go out and start them.
And Dave, you might let them know they're being recorded. They come in for
One in a year.
You still got your old 71?
Hey, Casey, can you hear me?
Right there beside the motorcycle.
Yeah. That's a beautiful truck. That's a nice truck.
Casey,
How are you?
She put it on the invite that they're being recorded.
That's just still hanging in there,
Yeah.
barely. Seen that guy hanging by his fingernails.
do without.
Yeah, yep. I think everybody feels that way anymore. So far, only one I got online is Casey Mills.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Says I'm muted. Hey, Casey.
I heard.
Oh, he's.
Casey just muted. Out.
You got Alex.
Good morning.
Morning. Morning. Is that you, Alex?
That's me.
Give it a couple more minutes yet.
I know that Tim and Lisa are expected to be on here as well.
And
This
Yeah.
Casey Mills with GCS.
mandatory, but the higher B is all set. Oh, it's got to be mandatory. Guess what? On a single one of.
Hi, Casey.
I can see you online, but I don't have a microphone on my computer, so that's why I was just calling in here. I can hear you though.
Okay, and Alex and Tim, just so you guys know, this is being recorded, okay?
Thank you for letting us know. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Tim.
That's gonna bring some Brandon stickers.
Yeah. Yeah, no way it works.
Casey.
You're getting
So
some.
it's now. Did a little bit. Not as much as I used to. It's probably gonna be down the road here too. I just ordered a new truck. Pardon? Just ordered a new truck.
We did. I put it into your price then.
What's that? Oh, yeah, exactly. Do more camping this year. Needed something I could put my camper, in my truck camper in, and then pull a trailer. My truck works, but it is, that 460, I gotta run next to it, and put gas in it.
I'll bet you do. 460, 390, great torque.
Yeah.
Man, you can't pass a gas station. It's like the old 454. Love that one.
Okay, I guess we can get started. I'm Kevin King with Mesa County. This is for the Mesa County 58 M6 bridge replacement project, mandatory pre-bid. It's a bridge replacement about 2 miles south of Coburn. Replace about a 30 by 34 steel girder bridge with a drilled caisson abutments and reconstruct about 1,200 foot of roadway down through the creek there. Pretty typical bridge project. This project is being funded by Mesa County solely, so there'll be no outside funding agencies. This is a mandatory pre-bid. So if you're not here, I'll take the names off the screen here and include you here. But I would ask that you email me today with your email and your phone information so I can put you on the plan holders list, because Friday I'll publish that. That way if a subcontractor wants to get a hold of you or something, you'll be available. So that would be Casey and Elizabeth. You should send me an email. Okay?
All right.
Kevin,
Yeah.
this is Tim. Lisa is with us. Lisa is our structural engineer.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. So, yeah, so Casey Mills, did you get that? I think you're on mute, but, well, in any case, I'll try and find you. Name's not familiar right off the top of my head. So with that, I don't have a lot more. We can go through and do a few questions regarding the plans and specs, and if nothing else, you'll fulfill your obligation, I guess. Oh, and written questions to me by email by tomorrow night. The ones you don't want to talk about in the meeting in front of your peers. And I'll probably put it in about either late Friday or Monday. There's a couple minor things right now that, on the plans say project IFB 22-03148 and the advertisement or the plans say 21. It's just a year. So I'll make sure they make that.
Is the design engineer in attendance?
Yes, not in attendance. That is Alex Saltgraver.
Okay. I'm just curious where they came up with 36-inch drill pairs, Case.
Alex, did you hear that?
Yeah, I guess that would probably be more of an issue or a question for the structural and geotechnical group.
Let me answer that one. There is some concern with the material there. I think if you guys have done a site visit, there are predominantly some large boulders. Ye did a good job of trying to determine the depth of those boulders, but as you know, we never know exactly where those layers are. The previous engineer, Mike Metcalf, felt that a 36-inch pier might be able to recover some of those boulders, at least be able to yank them out of the hole maybe better with a nominal size. I think that's up for discussion, but that was the impetus for leading to that size of drilled caisson.
All right, thank you.
We did, I think that's the size we used at 64.3. It's a little ways away, but I think that was a drill pier foundation as well. And we didn't have as much trouble as we thought.
Really, that was kind of our concern.
Yeah, like if you hit a rock, you can't help down.
I mean, is there a definition of refusal on a drill pier?
Did you hear that, Tim? You have a definition of refusal for a drilled pier?
No, we don't have a definition for refusal on a drilled pier. And honestly, as tight as those piers, as big as those drilled piers are, and with the size of the abutment, they need to be centered pretty closely. I think that's something that may come up during construction that we're there. But again, it's going to be highly dependent on the material and what you find there. And that is Scott. Scott, are you in attendance?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and Scott, maybe you want to chime in a little bit on that. Obviously, if you're out of the boulders, then it shouldn't be a problem. I think it was pretty much fine-grained soils. Is that correct, Scott?
Yeah, once you get through it, there's so many, if you've been up there, there's just big donies all over the place. So we just don't know how else to get through there. So it might be something that we have to get the boulders out of the way and then kind of go from there. Because once you get through what they used as fill back in the day, then the material gets better. But that upper portion is pretty tricky. And so that's, as far as with us in the structure.
I was going off your boring logs and a lot of clay and sandy clay below that.
Right.
But
Just trying to get to that, just through the boulders is going to be a problem.
It is. And we knew that would be tricky. And it's open for discussion if there's questions or things that you might, feel, hey, this might work better. I mean, as far as the project team, we're
stand
open.
by for a lot of phone calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, we did try to put the bottom of those abutments at a level that was below the boulders that that Ye identified. But again, it's like trying to see the world through a keyhole.
Right.
Yeah, most of those boulders were either placed with the road or washed in there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not part of the structure once you get underneath them. Okay. All right, that's one question. Anything else? We'd like to build this project. I know there may be we're scheduled for summer of 2022. For the school bus to pick up right on the south side of the bridge, or on top of the hill there, and well, the school is like May through August, you'll have a window where there isn't school, but if we get into the school, we'll have a little extra coordination there to try. The detour is pretty long, so we're not going to tell you have to get it done in that window, because with supply chains and digging in rocks and foundation,
I think supply chains will be the biggest issue.
steel beams.
Steel beams.
Yeah, I figured that. I'm in business too, and I can't get nothing when I want it. So sometimes it's 6 months, they tell me. So we'll just have to play that by ear. Once you're low bid, we'll work with you on working days, and
Any LDs? I didn't see any LDs listed in the paperwork.
No, I don't think they're doing them anymore on this job anyway. It used to be in the state, but yeah, with our Mesa County general conditions.
Or it's old school, but it's always the first thing I thought.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anything else, guys? Questions by tomorrow night, that fair?
I just started with Mesa County a few weeks ago, about a month and a half ago. Met you guys. Your name's Scott?
Scott Richards with the Aid Association.
Okay, I'm Dave Gray.
Oh, nice to meet you.
He's the new construction manager now.
There's the engineer, so took her job.
Andy with MA Concrete.
Okay, and Dave, good to meet you.
Roy with United Companies.
Okay, nice to meet you guys.
No. Okay, with that, I can let you go, I guess. Casey Mills, did you ever get back to me, send me an email? GCS LLC, do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
They're out in Longmont area.
Longmont?
He's a general contractor
Oh.
off of the state.
Okay. I can look them up probably then on Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, you don't have any questions for me? This might be the first time. I'm not sure if I can leave until you ask me something.
He's gonna wait and email us.
Yeah, he is.
He doesn't want to show his hand, so that's
It
all.
I asked him for him.
Yeah, well, the rocks are kind of an issue, but
I think those boulders, is that gonna be an issue that we can negotiate with the driller?
What was that question? I didn't quite hear it.
are the boulders an issue that will need to be negotiated with the driller? I mean, we've got them to be removed, right? So, I mean,
Yeah, they got to be removed. I mean, they can't, on the backside of the abutments, we can't have them there because it would be giant void spaces. And they need to be, the ones that are, alongside the roadway need to be removed because they are actually big enough to constitute an obstruction. So it'd be a safety concern. I think what could be discussed is the use of them. I think Warrenard engineers had requested angular riprap. I don't know, you know, I think that's maybe something that could be discussed with Mesa County Construction, whether the use of angular is necessary in this case. I've been putting boulders in that bridge forever, and I don't care what you put in there. When we have runoff, they end up down in Plateau Valley Creek. It's just such a strong runoff. So I think that's the only concern I would have is, you got to take these and haul them off site. There are a couple nice moss rocks that you can put in my yard. I'm okay with that.
Any idea of the volume of runoff through that little creek?
There's a hydraulic report in the RFP. Mary Woodward did that.
There's a lot of territory
Yeah,
upstream.
yeah, it's a big, what is a 100-year? Do you not have any, Alex or Tim, you got the 100-year in your head?
No,
Let
not
me see. It's on the plans. I can look at that real fast for you.
okay. Thanks, Alex.
That'll be in the hydrology.
Yeah, if you had a gully washer for some reason, you
Right.
could have a, I want to say
That-
1,000.
I'm just thinking of making
Oh, for your little crossing.
an issue with the drilling.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a bunch. Then high water, it'll last till,
August.
And he's, man,
well, there's irrigation water that they'll run out of it, so that's not gonna be able to be just, obstructed. But can't remember exactly how much what we had a few years ago on that big stone here.
did you find it, Alex?
It'll go till a lot.
Yeah, the 100-year flows 420 CFS, so
Oh, nice.
decent. I don't have like the normal standard low flow right now. That's
Okay.
on these plans at least.
420 is a lot lower than I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah, it's somewhat controlled, I think.
Okay. All right. Well, that's not as bad as that one.
There is anticipated constant flow in that creek, though.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. Thank you. I'll get something posted probably Friday night. And when I do that, I usually take the sign-in sheet and then add in the people that were on video so that your subs can find you. Put that on the webpage so that they will have your contact information. I wish we had to sign in to download plans and then I'd have everybody's information like saved out. Can't get IT to do it. All right, I'm gonna plunk you guys off. Thank you.
Sounds good. Good to see everybody.